So this is how to take your horse's temperature. Obviously, a lot of horses aren't very keen on having this done because it's a rather invasive procedure for them, or they think so. But ideally, if you can do something like distract your horse, a lick it or some food, that would be great. And train your horse to do this so that it's not an emergency situation when your horse is already stressed and then you're going to stress him or her further by doing something different. So it's a good thing to train your horse to do, and it's a good thing for you so you know your horse's normal temperature and you know whether your horse is ill. So I find digital thermometers are a lot easier because they beep to you when they're ready rather than a mercury one you can't see very well, and these tell you when they're done. So make sure it's on degrees centigrade or degrees Fahrenheit, the temperature you understand. And I just put a little bit of lubricant, so you can use KY or anything you've got handy on it. And then, good girl. So introduce yourself to horse, stand at the side and close. Good girl. And if you just tickle around the bottom first, they find that just introduces you to what you're about to do. So don't just stick the thermometer straight up. And the horses, that normally cause them to relax. And just pop the thermometer in and go in as far as you can. People are really worried that the thermometer might be absorbed by the horse, but if for some reason they did pull it in, they will then pull it out again. And it's something I've never had done to me, so I think is a false worry. And try to make sure your thermometer isn't in a ball of poo, because you'll be taking the temperature of the poo and not the horse. So place it gently against the inside wall of the rectum once you're there. And it does take about a minute or so for your horse's temperature to reach the constant level. So if it has got a temperature that's high, make sure you've got time to read that. So hopefully this will bleep in a minute because it's stopped increasing in numbers. And a normal resting horse's temperature, I like them below 38. If you've just ridden or the horse has just travelled, I would allow it to go to 38.5, but a horse that's standing quietly like this mare in a shaded area, I wouldn't want it above 38. And now you can hear it beeping, and we have the temperature 37.3. So if you do it at the same time each day if you're worried your horse is ill, and make sure you know your horse's normal temperature and ideally train them, it's very helpful for us. Then obviously disinfect your thermometer before you then use it again.